All right. So travel, huh? TRVL to the moon. I mean, it was we were everyone was a little bit nervous for a little bit, right? We were all a little bit nervous for a little bit, just a little bit. I think everyone's a little bit panicky and they were a bit worried. I was a little bit worried as well, you know. I wasn't happy that the price came back all the way down on the way it did. I can't pretend that I was content. I didn't want to see such a crazy correction. Um, but I did do a full analysis on TRVL, and I think anyone who was paying attention, I think I made a really good case as to why this area was a good place to buy. I think I did a good job improving that this was a really good area to buy TRVL. When TRVL was coming down, I did think it would come down all the way down to 5.5 cents, and actually it got all the way down as low as on MEX, as low as 5 cents. Yeah. Now, what's really interesting, and I actually posted this on Twitter yesterday, and look, anyone who took the trade is in profit right now. Yeah. So I'm not like here, I'm not like, I am posting it if people want to take the trades. There it is. This is it. Daily time frame, perfect reaction. Look, there it is. There's the trade plan. It's not a great as entry as coming at 5 cents, but I'm going to explain this trade plan so people understand the logic behind this trade plan. And fundamentally, the logic is about invalidations. Yeah, invalidation is what allows you to create a trade plan, knowing when you're wrong. Okay, and when you've created all of the technical analysis, which we have, and what's interesting about the technical analysis is I have the pivot on the weekly time frame being put in this week. Yeah, and I've been calling about this fib time on my videos since December, January. I've been telling people there's going to be a major pivot put in this week, literally this week. I told people about this week. Okay, and in my stream just earlier in the week, I said I don't think that 9 cents pivot was the pivot because we were a bit early. And lo and behold, what's happening is the price descended, and I didn't like the descent. I can't tell you that I was content with how much the price corrected, but it did give people an opportunity to buy at cheaper prices. And what was interesting about the price action yesterday and the day before, 2 days in a row, was the amount of volume at the lows here. The amount of volume was crazy. And I'm gonna show you on Coin Gecko, and I posted this in my, look at this, 24-hour trading volume, $1.8 million. That's a lot. Like TRVL on average, usually it does 200,000, 150,000, maybe a little bit more, and all of a sudden we're seeing volume in the millions, potentially 1 million, maybe 2 million, who knows. I think that was a really good indication that this support was holding. Yeah. And so again, even though I've got all of these fib lines, what have I done? Even though I've got all of these fib lines, people are thinking to themselves, oh no, we've lost it. Oh no, we've reclaimed it. Oh no, we've lost it. The reality is these are higher time frame fib lines. You have to look at the higher time frame and look at the higher time frame. Look at that daily candle. The daily candle was unable to close underneath the highest of the line, but the price went all the way down to the lowest line, which was this this back test of this trend line. Okay, I just had an alert on Bitcoin, so I'm just going to quickly pop back into Bitcoin. Sorry, we were all like content about travel, and now there you go. So there's no reaction at the moment, right? I can't see a reaction. There's no liquidation on XO. There's no trade right now. Okay. You see that? No reaction. There's no swing failure of this low. And when I go into the order flow, I can't see crazy liquidations. I can see lots of shorting though. Shorting. See that? Shorting. Increasing OI, decreasing price, decreasing CVD. The bullish CVD on that local time range frame has been invalidated. So now I'm looking for lower. There's no trade to be had there because there was no reaction. Okay, so you wouldn't just expect a reaction. You have to wait. You have to see the reaction. There was no reaction. So that's my next area of interest. Okay, so let's see if we if this plays out. I've got an alert down there too, so I don't have to look at Bitcoin anymore. We can just have a look at TRVL, which is more interesting. So yeah, so what you're looking at on TRVL is restore chat. Let me just put it up out again. So I got the chat. Don't lose the chat. I'll keep BTC open. Is that the daily candle was unable to close underneath my highest support line. So it went down. We have a lot of volume in this area of interest, and actually the volume is on Bybit. And this is what's interesting. Look at the volume. You have all this sell volume. So whoever sold 6.8 million in that one day TRVL. And don't just think that's buying, that's selling too. So people are selling. And I think I did say in my stream that if people want to exit TRVL, this is where you're going to get your bags filled. This is the place to exit because you'll fill all your bags. But look, the thing is that people were buying. Okay. And then you had another 4 million yesterday. And today we're just pushing up with good volume. I posted it yesterday on Twitter and I said perfect reaction. Why is it a perfect reaction? Because you're coming into a higher time frame area of interest, okay, where there's a lot of technical support levels, and there was like unbelievable amount of support technically, and you're doing that on fib time, yeah, on a higher time frame fib time. This is the reaction you want to see. You want to see increasing volume. You want to see the price unable to close lower, and on the basis of that you have an invalidation. Yeah, so that's why I posted that yesterday. What that means is you can buy this green candle. So as the price descends, you can buy it, and as long as the price doesn't go down underneath the low, you're not invalidated. For the price to do this, to create this kind of reaction into an area of interest on the higher time frame with volume, and then for the price to go down, is wrong. It's not correct. It shouldn't do that. Yeah. And so therefore that's your invalidation. You have a really easy invalidation now, and that is your invalidation, and that's your trade. And you're effectively, as a trader, you would risk, I mean, most of us are in spot anyway, we're not doing that, but it was just an idea. It's just educational. And so therefore you risk your 1% in the whole of that, and you're already 1% up. So anyone who took that trade, if they risked 1% in this invalidation, would already be 1% up. That's a successful trade, because as a trader they would probably take profit and then leave the rest to run. But I have something else interesting that I've been thinking about with TRVL, and so let's go to what I was thinking about TRVL. So now that that's